Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to get booed by her own party. But hold on, is she actually right?
Declaring the office of Speaker of the House of Representatives to be vacant. This is the uniparty for the American people watching.
Gentlelady will suspend.
Let's be honest, it was super fun to see her get booed, especially by her own party. But when she talks about the uniparty, she's not that wrong. So she's trying to get rid of Mike Johnson, who's the Speaker of the House, and she wants a super right-winger to take his place. And is she right about the substance of the issues? Very rarely. Overall, of course she's not right. And I'm the furthest thing you can get from extreme right. But guys, there is a uniparty. So what I would call the corporate Republicans and the corporate Democrats. And guess what happened in this vote? Why did she fail? Because they only need like a couple of Republicans to vote against him, and they would win, actually, and it would get rid of the speaker, and they'd have to get a whole new speaker, etc. And 11 Republicans voted against Mike Johnson. It wasn't just Marjorie Taylor Greene. They actually should have won, except for the fact that the Democrats also voted for Mike Johnson. Now, remember, this is the same Mike Johnson they said is just super dangerous, a religious zealot, is going to take away women's right to choose, was an election denier, all of these things they've said against Mike Johnson. But what are they doing lately? They're approving defense contractor bill after defense contractor bill. So yes, going to Israel, going to Ukraine, the giant defense budget overall. And guess what? The Democrats and the Republicans agree on all of that. There's a lot of fake fighting, but when it comes to giant issues related to their donors, the corporate Democrats and corporate Republicans agree. So that's the uniparty. So you know what the vote was at the end? It was not even close. It was 359 to 43. So 32 Democrats voted no. That's the Just Democrats, AOC, etc. that are saying, what are we going to vote for Mike Johnson for? No, hard pass. And 11 Republicans voted no. And the rest of what now the Republicans are calling the uniparty, or, you know, the right wing is calling the uniparty, all voted yes. Why? They want that juicy money to their donors to keep on flowing. So it was fun and games for the Democrats while the Republicans had a civil war. But now that they actually want the same thing, which is what they always want, that all of a sudden the overwhelming majority of Democrats agreed to keep Mike Johnson as Speaker, which should have been shocking, but wasn't treated as shocking at all. Now, here's the rest of the Republican Party really mad at Marjorie Taylor Greene. And then I'll tell you why they're full of crap in a minute.
Ms. Greene, all she wants is attention. And today we shut her down. I mean, the entire Congress has said enough is enough. We don't need to hear from her anymore. She is there just for the attention. She just wants to raise money off of this. And again, she doesn't represent the Republican Party.
She's just there for the attention. Who the hell do you think you are? That's the whole point of the Republican Party. They're not wrong about her, but they're wrong about themselves. What did the Republican Party do in this term? Oh, we're going to investigate Hunter Biden. Wait, what? How about bills to help the average American? How about higher wages? How about stopping inflation? How about healthcare? Nothing. There's only two bills that they passed that have any kind of substance to them. One was, oh, we got to make sure that the IRS doesn't have enough agents to track down rich people who are cheating on their taxes. Boo! IRS and keeping the tax code fair. Make sure the rich can cheat. Rich can cheat. Rich can cheat. So that was their number one motivation. Why? Because all of their donors are incredibly rich. And the only other thing that the Republicans have done is pass bills for defense contractors. Like I said, overall defense bill and Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan, etc., etc. So they haven't done anything for the average American. They haven't done anything for their own base. All they've done is show trials. Look at me, Daddy, Hunter Biden. Oh my God, the big guy, Joe Biden. We're going to impeach him. We're going to impeach Mayorkas. They're back at it now. They're talking about impeaching Biden because he didn't kiss Israel's ass enough. It's pathetic. And so the Republican Party's whole point is to distract you with cultural war issues, shows, theater, trying to get attention, raise money, while they secretly help all of their donors, the super rich, the defense contractors, the oil companies, the drug companies, AIPAC, etc. Cry me a river about how Marjorie Taylor Greene wants to get attention. Lastly, so who do you think actually represents the Republican base better? Marjorie Taylor Greene or someone like Mitch McConnell, who's like the king of the uniparty? Or even Mike Johnson, who's like an old school evangelical, but actually a slime ball that also serves his donors completely while pretending to be really religious about it, right? He's the Mike Pence mold.
You know, someone like Mike Johnson says the Bible comes first over the Constitution, then the Constitution, and then the laws and the rules and the regulations. Republicans. And by the time you get down there, it's too late. I mean, they're sending us something. I don't even know what it is a few days before the government is about to shut down. They don't have respect for the actual legislative process.
In the old days, Mike Johnson did do a pretty good job of representing the Republican base. Guys like him, right? Mitch McConnell was always a fraud. He never represented the base at all. He was just Sir Topham Hat who represents the rich. Marjorie Taylor Greene, out of those three, definitely represents the Republican base more. Again, I don't agree with her on 98% of policies. But the bottom line is, there is one thing that her, Matt Gaetz, and some of the other guys are right about, which is that there is an establishment. You know, I used to say that 99% of the Republican and Democratic parties agreed on all the major economic issues, and that's the only thing that really counts in Congress. And those are the bills that they passed. They're about the money, Lebowski, and that goes from our pockets to their donors. Well, based on the vote here, I did the math on it. Because of the Justice Democrats, that's the 32, and the progressives, etc., on the Democratic side, and now some of the right wing is actually representing their base, whether we like it or not, for better and for worse. And so they're not just representing corporate donors anymore. Well, okay, now we're down from 99% of Congress being the uniparty to 89% of Congress being the uniparty. The whole system is entirely corrupt. They're all hooked on the money. Yes, Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene, obviously, I think they're going in the wrong direction in populism, focusing on the culture wars, trying to divide us. I don't agree with them on the policy. They often sound totally detached from reality when we talk about substance or issues. But when it comes to the fact that there is a little bit of a rebellion in Congress, I am not on the side of the corporate Republicans or Democrats. I do not want the status quo. The status quo has been terrible to this country. The establishment has been awful to this country. So I like that there's a rebellion on the right wing and the left wing. I wish the right wing would get a little bit more sensible. And guys, when the left wing does a rebellion, it isn't just for the left. I'm talking about the populist wing of the Democratic Party that believes in getting higher wages, better health care, paid family leave, all these things for all Americans, not just Democrats, not just people on the left, but for all real Americans, not the giant rich donors that 89% of this Congress serves. So that's the only thing that Marjorie Taylor Greene's right about, but it's a big thing to be right about. Fairest show in America.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. We really appreciate it, guys. And we appreciate it if you become members, because that allows us to be independent, honest, progressive, all the things that you don't get from corporate media. And all of that is because of you guys. Hit the join button below and become one of us. Become a young Turk.